your album. Go ahead.
Okay.
See what you think.
The blue is perfect. The cover material.
Mm-hmm.
It's so strange seeing it, like, you know, because you get the proofs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, they're beautiful, but then, like, seeing them on an actual product is, like, so much different.
Yeah, and feeling it. As
Yeah. How you laid these out looked gorgeous. I saw the PDFs of them, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like, no notes. No, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
what do you think his reaction's going to be?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, what he would possibly say. I'm like, okay, you mentioned it on the phone. You were like, how are you going to keep it a secret for so long? And every time I'm like, oh, like, I have my pictures. He's like, stop talking about it. Like, I want it to be a surprise. So he's helping keep me, like, keep me from spilling because I'm, like, so excited about it.
So he knows that you did the shoot?
Yeah. And he was, like, super excited about it. He's like, let me know how it goes, because he was on, like, a weekend trip when I was doing the shoot, so he didn't see anything.
Okay.
But, no, he knows, and this layout is gorgeous. This page looks so good.
So glad you like it.
So he doesn't know, but I think it's going to be, like, such a fun, like, gift. And like it really is like a totally different thing, like seeing it and feeling it. Because I like wasn't totally sure about doing the album, but like seeing the different things like laid out, it's like, you know, it's like you gotta have like something to take with you and something to like present, you know.
Yeah.
But it's good to have like the pictures too, like just to have. But this looks gorgeous. I mean.
So glad you like it.
Really, yeah.
So, it's okay, I'd like to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
So, what got you thinking about doing Boudoir in the first place? I know you say it's a gift, but there's a lot of other gifts you could have come up with.
Yeah.
Why that?
So I have a couple of friends who do like modeling, like people that I know that do like modeling, and so I've seen like boudoir-esque kind of pictures on like Instagram and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, that's like super fun, and I feel like it's kind of like a newer thing. Well, it's like, I don't know, I feel like I had never really heard about it in the past, but like it's definitely like more people are doing it, or at least talking about it. I don't know if people did it in the past and just, you know, didn't talk about it as much, but definitely with this whole like movement of like body positivity and like confidence and stuff, it's definitely been something that like people talk about more. And so just like seeing things on like Instagram, I know that you have like a strong Instagram presence as well, and so I was like, oh, like, you know, these pictures look gorgeous. I think that that would be super fun. Like I mentioned, I'd done my first like couples photo shoot with Dan, and we had a good experience, and I was like, it might be fun to like try something a little bit different. And then so, you know, I was like looking around and just seeing like what is available and like what is out there, and like what companies and photographers are doing this kind of service, and definitely like looking at like social media and like seeing that and being like, you know, I could do that, like that looks beautiful. So the strong social media presence is like fun, and funny thing, I actually like sent your page to a couple of my friends, and one of my friends knew someone that you like had photographed on there, and it was like small world. So it definitely does help like to see that, even just like, you know, if you're not necessarily like interested in doing it, just to like see other like women be confident and like beautiful and inspiring. And so it's like, I don't know. I'm really into like the body positivity and like that kind of thing. And so that was like kind of what drew me to it.
Okay, cool. So when you were on your way to the studio, what was going through your mind?
Honestly, I was definitely pretty nervous the night before. I was packing everything up, and I brought like my big bag of stuff. I was just like, I'll just throw anything I need in there. And then I woke up that morning and I was like, okay, like I need to get ready. And then definitely like some sort of like bubbly nerves. Maybe I'm just an anxious driver, but when you're like on your way to something like unknown and unexpected, like it's kind of like, what is it going to be like? What is the studio going to be like? What is it going to be like to meet you in person? Although the like video call was super helpful to like put a face to a name and like kind of get some of that like nervousness out of the way. But definitely just like excited, like bubbly nervousness.
Okay, cool. And so what was your favorite part of the experience?
Honestly, it's hard to like pinpoint a favorite part because it was a wonderful experience overall. I think like you get nervous and then it's like you're so excited, and then when you walk out like into the studio for the first time and you like get into that first pose, and you started me off with like something like a little easier, something to kind of ease the way in there. And I think that I'm gonna say two favorite moments, but that was my first favorite moment, just like having the like wave of anxiety kind of like subside, and you get into the first pose and it's like, okay, I'm here, I can do this. And then I think the second favorite was like the slideshow, seeing all of the pictures, because it's one thing to like be in the moment and like you don't really know what you look like in the pictures, but then just like seeing that slideshow presentation, I'm pretty sure I was completely silent the entire time, like through the slideshow, but it was just like my brain was like going a million miles a minute. And so like seeing the product was super, super cool. And I feel like not an experience that like I don't know, I've never done Boudoir before, but I think it's like a unique experience to like be able to see like the actual like result of the photo shoot like in one spot.
And how did it make you feel when you saw them?
I felt very confident throughout the shoot, which is not something that like I kind of expected of myself. I feel like a lot of women struggle with body positivity, and no matter how much we want to like say that like we're super confident and but honestly I felt a lot more confident like in the actual photo shoot than I did than I thought I would. And so like actually seeing the pictures kind of like solidified that like, you do look beautiful and like confident, and having that confidence and that like great feeling throughout the photo shoot, but then it was kind of just like a culminating point where you can like actually see it and you're just like, wow, holy shit.
That's great. So if you were speaking to a friend who was thinking about it, but they're a little on the fence, what would you say to them?
I would say it's very easy, and you make it very easy to tailor the shoot to like someone's needs. And so, in talking with someone, figuring out like what they're nervous about, but I would just reassure them that like it can really be anything that they want it to be. They can have anything that's, any outfits that they want to choose. They can, take any poses that they want to have. And so just having that confidence in themselves, and like, I think what was really great about my shoot is like I didn't feel pressured to do anything. Like I really felt like confident and able to make like those decisions, which is something that's really important in a shoot like that.
Sure.
That's very, sensitive. And so I would just say like, if you're nervous about it, just like go and try and see. You could be like me, who showed up and like, we talked in our consultation a little bit about, we would kind of do, like boundaries, and you had mentioned that, you know, a lot of people, you know, get there and they feel a lot more confident, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll feel that way. But then getting there, I was just like, okay, I'm here. And so I would say you might surprise yourself. A very long answer to say. You might surprise yourself, and, you know, it can really be, like, you know, some of my favorite pictures were the ones in, like, not as, like, scandalous outfits, you know? And so you can really kind of, like, make it your own and make it special and, like, do what you're comfortable with. So that's what I would say. A very long-winded answer.
That's perfect. So yeah, thanks for all that feedback, and I hope he loves the album.
No, he will love it. He's gonna have to wait, but he will absolutely love it. And the note that you sent was super sweet. I read it to Dan, and he was like, my jaw's gonna hit the floor, and I was like, it will.
Okay, great. So yeah, have a wonderful time on your wedding. I wish you, many years of happiness. I hope you treasure the album.
I absolutely will.
Great.
Yeah, this turned out like so gorgeous. The cover material is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's the plush velvet.
Yeah, no, I really like it. And like, it just feels like really nice quality, you know. I feel like people don't do like print albums as much. I like to print out pictures, but I don't know. It's just like a special thing. So I think he's really gonna like it.
Great.